Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Dear friends, today I have two different sutta prepared. Means not exactly prepared, but for the discussions we have. One is from the Middle and Discourses, and we have done this sutta also before. And one is very short, very small sutta, but that is also equally important, and it's very good to be practiced. So those are a little bit similar, have the intention is same. This sutta, Majjhima Nikaya Sutta, is called Dakkhiṇāvibhaṅgasutta. So as we learn the Rattapala Sutta, so we can develop something more from that. In this sutta also we can develop, we can think, or we can revisit this sutta with some other thing. So what do you like to learn? Then next week we can learn the, maybe hopefully, from the Middle and Discourses there is another sutta, Chula Purnima Sutta, something that is also beautiful. In the numerical discourses, Dasaka Nipata, Kapilavatthu Sutta, something. So this is also very beautiful, we can learn that also. So let's learn the Dakkhiṇāvibhaṅgasutta. This sutta is that what we are learning today. We have done, it's very easy sutta. It doesn't need any explanation, mostly, because Supreme Buddha in this sutta simply mentioned that the person who is practicing generosity, such a person should think, I am offering this dana to the Sangha, not the individual person. And when individual persons, the Buddha explained what is the result of offering to the individual person and what is the result of offering to the Sangha. And it mentioned how to purify this generosity. But today we will learn how to develop confident, how to get rid of boredom when or while we are practicing Dhamma, or while we are being part of a monastic life or part of monastery. And that majority of time it happens that with the time period, we lose the interest in monastery. Like today, how many people we are here, and we have the communities from the different things. Like Linda is from, or Raymond is from the Indonesian community. Joe is from the proper native Canadian. So we have a lot of people. So many people, they come to our monastery, they practice for a short time, and what they do, they lose interest. And it comes to their mind that I am practicing Dhamma by my own self. Means I do not need someone's assistance anymore. Whatever I wanted to know, I have already taken on that. So that may be true, but constant guidance is also it is very important. So in this sutta, we can learn that also. Let's discuss how it can be possible. Just the perspective of learning, and different way of looking at the Dhamma, and then we can gain more benefit from it. So this sutta begins like this. Evam me suttam, thus I have heard, ekam samayam bhagava, sakkesu viharati, kapilavattusmi nigrodha rame. So the Blessed One was dwelling at Kapilavattu. It means into the his hometown where he has born. So Kapilavattu Nigrodharame. So there was a huge banyan tree, and then in that in those forest or in those monastery, Buddha was dwelling. Atako Mahapajapati Gotami Navam Dussayukam Adaya Yena Bhagavan Tenupasankami. In that time, the Gotami, his mother, she prepared a yugal robe. It's a two robe like the monks has to wear for the upside. There are two robes. One is we call Uttara Sangha that I'm wearing now, and one is called Sanghati. So which is we held it here, or in the two different robes, the shawls she has prepared for the Buddha by her own hand. Okay, so when she came to she brought these two robes to the monastery. She sat down one side, worshipped Supreme Buddha and sat down one side. And with very humble eyes, she asked from the Buddha, Idang me bhante navang dussayugam bhagavantang uddisang samang katang samang vahitang. Bhante, for the Supreme Buddha's use, specifically for the Buddha, I have prepared this shawl, I have prepared this robe, which by myself, I have taken the cotton and made the threads, and then I have made this entire uh, this cloth. So tamme bhante bhagavanu kampang patigannatu anukampang upadaya. So with the blessing or with the compassion on me, Bhante, please accept this robe. So listening that, Supreme Buddha said to her, Sanghe Gautami Dehi Gautami, offer this to the Sangha. Sanghe te dinne aham cheva pujito bhavisami sangojati. When you offer this robe to the Sangha, then it will be to the whole community of like what this communities exist today and the community will exist tomorrow. So the whole community of Sangha, it will be offered, including myself. I will be honored in that too. So she did not get that thing, that why the Bhante is saying that offer to the Sangha. Because when we develop the individual faith on someone, it is very difficult to go beyond that. Majority of time what happened, we forget that there is a another person is also, there is a whole community also exists. We do not understand that. So because of this, certain person, when we develop the confidence on certain person or one individual person, and even this person is wrong, we take a side of that person. So that sometimes the individual faith can be very harmful. But the Dhamma is visible here and now. So if we look through the Dhamma, then we can get, oh no, this is the Dhamma, I should pursue this. Sometime that the Buddha is the one that this whole Dhamma has come from. So the Mahapajapati Gautami, she has prepared entire, like a preparing robe even today. The blind buying the cloth, coloring it, cutting it, and making it, it takes more than one night. Okay, for the individual person is making, it will take more like a 5 days minimum. Individual person is making entire robe, so the common person it will take 5 days. In the Buddha's time, there was no machines. In that time, this Mahapajapati has made everything by herself. She bought the cotton and she made the threads. Then she spun that entire cloth by her own hand and made the robe. So she has taken so much time, she has spent that much time having only one intention in her mind, that I am making this robe for the Supreme Buddha. And here, Buddha is explaining to her, Gautami, offer this to whom? Offer this to Sangha. So once someone say that do not give it to me and utilize it for somewhere else, immediately how we feel? Oh, this is not good for me, you know, this is not good. Like if you have prepared something and when you see that this thing what I have given to the monastery, it's not being used as I wanted, how our expressions are, how we feel. We don't feel good. We don't feel good. So in that time, what kind of mind setup should be? What kind of thinking should be? We can learn it from here. Because the goods is not the thing that is most important here. But what it is? The confidence what we place in the monastery or place in the dispensation. Second time she asked, Bhante, I have prepared this robe for you. Please accept it. Buddha second time said, Sankhidehi Gautami. Gautami, offer this to the Sangha. She is not understanding yet. She again, third time she said, Bhante, I am offering this robe to Supreme Buddha. Please accept me out of compassion toward me. But Buddha second time also said, third time also said, offer this to the Sangha. She knows, or in the Buddha's time, mostly devotees knows that Buddha never goes back after once he said three times. So in that time, Venerable Ananda Bhante, he was there. So he took, because the compassion, where it will come, we don't know. So Ananda Bhante found that one beautiful thing, and he intervened in between. He come and said to the Buddha, Patigannātu Bhante Bhagava Mahapajapatiya Gautamiya Navam Dussayugan. Bhante, accept this robe which is prepared by Mahapajapati Gautami. So please accept this. And he started to explain why that I am explaining this to, why you should accept it. So Ananda Bhante, Venerable Ananda Bhante said, Bahupakara Bhante Mahapajapati Gautami Bhagavato Matucha Apadika Posika Khirasadayika. This Mahapajapati Gautami has done a lot for you. Lot of things she has done. How? Once the Supreme Buddha's birth mother had passed away, she's the one who fed, she's the one who gave the milk to you. She's the one who brought Supreme Buddha. She has taken care of Bhagavantam Janitya Kalam Kataya Kanyan Payasi. After mother's passing away, she's the one who breastfeed you. And in the same moment, Ananda Bhante, Venerable Ananda Bhante is explaining Supreme Buddha's qualities also. What she said? Bhagavapi Bhante Bahupakaro Mahapajapati Gautamiya. Supreme Buddha is also has done a great thing for Mahapajapati Gautami. In what way? That Bhagavantam Bhante Agam Mahapajapati Gautami Buddhang Saranangatoti. Because of the Supreme Buddha, this Mahapajapati Gautami has went refuge to Supreme Buddha and Dhamma also and Sangha also. So she found that place so that she can went refuge because of Supreme Buddha. If the Buddha is not there, so there is no triple gem. Then because of Supreme Buddha, she has observed 5 precepts: abstaining from killing beings, abstaining from stealing, abstaining from sexual misconduct, abstaining from telling lies, abstaining from taking intoxicated drinks and drugs. So she has abstained from that because of Supreme Buddha. Then, because of Supreme Buddha, when she comes to the Supreme Buddha, because of that, she has come to the unshakable confidence on Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. She has developed Aryakantehi Silehi Samadana. So the noble disciple or the noble one liked the virtue or precepts. She has observed that also. Later, the third thing is that. Fourth thing, Bhagavantan Bhante Agama Mahapajapati Gotami Dukkhe Nikankha. Because of Supreme Buddha, this Mahapajapati Gotami has come to this point when there is no doubt of understanding what is suffering. Nikankha, that is very important thing. There is no doubt, there is no more learning what is suffering is. There is no different idea in her mind. So once someone understands what is suffering in the depth of it, without letting anything go, that becomes the best thing that we can say. Dukkha samudaya nikankha, that she doesn't have any doubts on uh, uh, origin of suffering. She doesn't have any doubts, or she has totally understand dukkha nirodhe, cessation of suffering, and dukkha nirodhagamini patipada. So the path of cessation of suffering. Because of Supreme Buddha, she has come to be free of doubt toward these 4 noble truths. So these 4 things happened because of Supreme Buddha. Then Buddha explained what person should understand and learn of. Supreme Buddha mentioned, Eva metang ananda. Yes, ananda. That is true ananda. That because of Supreme Buddha, this all things has happened there. Then Buddha says, hang ananda puggalo puggalam agama buddham saranangatu. When someone comes to someone, another person, and goes refuge to Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, because of going refuge to triple gem, imasananda puggalasa imina puggalena na suppatikara vadami. So we cannot repay, we cannot pay back his help by offering this all things like worshipping him, giving generosity, saying good words, working for that person, Jivara Pindapata Senasana and Gilana Bhatte. Nothing you can offer and repay that person. Nothing you can do. So, in this sutta today, what we should learn to be look the beauty in the Dhamma. In what matter? The monastery. Monastery provide us a chance to practice or to go refuge to Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, or any association. Like here, we are all noble friends. We are all discussing Dhamma. We are all together. So if we have hard feeling toward anyone, what should we think of? What positiveness we should bring in? So the positiveness we should bring, which is what? That when someone come to the another person, like we have come here and we learn Dhamma. We are become part of monastery and we are learning Dhamma. And because of that learning, what happened to us? That we got the chance to go refuge to Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. It's not the refuge as commonly just we are chanting every day. Here, we are learning that who the Buddha is. Here, we are understanding what the Dhamma is. Here, we are having chance to associate the Sangha. Like an isolated person, when we are alone, when we do not have the help of monastery, do we have the clear idea that what is Dhamma, who is the Buddha, and how the community of Sangha exists? We did not. That chance we have gotten through the monastery, through the association of our noble friends. So, what we should develop? We should develop uh, loving kindness toward all the associations, all the associate of us, each and every friend, because they are part of our life who make it possible for us to practice Dhamma with harmony. That thing is there. That's why Buddha didn't say only for the monk. If someone come to the monk or someone come to the Buddha, what the Buddha says here? Puggalo puggalam agama. When someone come to the person and find this. So we cannot repay them by worshipping, abhivadana, pachuttanam, giving assistance to them, anjali kamma, bowing down, closing our hand by that, samichi kamma, with the kind heart, with the kind gesture, we cannot repay them by food, chivar, pindapat, chivar means robe, pindapat means food, senasana it means the shelter, and Bhesaja parikharang, it means the medicine. Such a thing we cannot repay by offering them. That is the first thing. So if we have that katanyuta, katanyuta, it means being grateful of someone. That Dhamma can be developed from here. Then Buddha says, yang ananda puggalo puggalang agama panatipata patikirita. Abstain from killing beings, abstain from stealing, abstain from sexual misconduct, abstain from telling lies, abstain from intoxicating ourselves. So these 5 precepts has been practiced because of person has came to association of these certain people. Individually, it cannot happen. Individually, it is very difficult to get motivated to be practicing them. Like simply, it should not be in there. Like what I'm feeling today, yesterday, a couple of days before, I was alone for monastery. So I was sitting down. I said, I am alone. Why should I open the door before the time? Let me sleep 1 hour more. So I became lazy within a week. But as soon as the other monks joined, without anything, immediately we come to that part. Okay, this is the morning prayer, this is the things, and we follow the practice. Self alone also can be practiced that. But with the help of others, we feel more motivated. And that motivation is very important. That motivation. So this is the thing that we should learn from the sutta. We cannot repay someone motivate us to practice the 5 precepts. And that we should understand. Then Supreme Buddha says, Puggalo Puggalam Agama. Buddhi aveccha prasadena samannagato. Unshakable confidence. Unshakable confidence when we developed. So when we are alone, it is very, very difficult, not impossible, but very difficult for us to think the qualities of Buddha. Like, like most now modern time, what happened? We have the cell phone, and when we are alone, what we do? We go to the Instagram, or we go to Snapchat, or we go to the Facebook or YouTube, and we don't watch the whole length of videos. We do the short videos, all the time. Oh, for what? Because we find that spare time. We are engaging there. But when we are go to the monastery, when we go to our friends, when we talked about Dhamma, from there, what happened? Constantly, the qualities of Buddha is being explained. It is developing, I mean, discussing of that. It is happening. Once you go to the monastery, what you see first? You see the monks, or you see the shrine, temple, and automatically, oh, this is my refuge. That we develop. So we get chance by association of this monastery or association of this noble friends to develop the confidence on Buddha. It takes time to do that. But we are walking toward that unshakable confidence because of help of others. It is not happening alone. If someone think that I can do the Dhamma myself, I can develop unshakable confidence without anyone's help, then that person is lying to himself. Noble friend is most important thing in that. So if the entire Dhamma is based or help with the help of noble friend, then what kind of mindset or what kind of heart we should have? That thing we should learn from this. So paying homage, paying reverence, showing our presence in monastery, our being part of monastery gives us this all unreversible thing in our life. These things, when someone goes to the monastery and develop unshakable confidence on Buddha, what the monastery has done for this person, the monastery or noble friend has done for him is to bring him into the light, stop him from falling in four bad destination. It means they have shortened his life or shortened their way uh, of suffering. They are going to understand enlightenment toward that. And because of that, we cannot repay them by showing this reverence or offering this anything. So our duty is toward that. Whenever we feel, oh, going to the monastery is consuming my lot of time, immediately we should think, no, with the small help of the monastery, I am who I am today. Investigate when we are alone, what kind of mind setup we have. But once we are in the help of another person, automatically positivity comes to our mind. Automatically we learn Dhamma beautifully. So the Buddha mentioned that truth we learn. Dukkhe nikankho hoti. Fourth one is that dukkhe nikankho hoti. Doubt free. This person becomes free of doubt on the suffering. Free of doubt on suffering, it's very difficult. Like usually one will say, oh, I have a knee pain, so I'm suffering. My siblings are fighting each other, that is suffering. We have quarrel in husband and wife, that is suffering. Or what I want, I want to buy this beautiful t-shirt and I'm unable to get it, that is suffering. In a simple worldly way, we can say that, but as a noble truth, that is not suffering. When we say the noble truth, That is completely different. It means it is equal for each individual being in this world. So buying shirt or having fighting with us, that is not equal to everyone else. But aging, sickness, death, birth, you know, being departed from beloved one, association of which one we don't like, and whatever we want, we don't get. And 5 aggregates of clinging, that is suffering. Individually, sit down alone and think how much time we think of this, that my life has fallen into the suffering. If we are alone and without anyone's help, if we think that my life is like this, people will feel depressed. Oh, nothing is meaningful in this life, something like that. But once you are associated with the noble friends, once you are in monastery, simply they can explain to you, and we understand that. So in our mind, that is happening. Oh, this is the suffering, this is the suffering. And slowly, slowly, knowing, unknowingly, our mind, ourselves, we are placing or we are having understanding of that. This is the suffering I want to overcome. I have seen every person who has visited to monastery, for the single moment they have this thought, let me finish this all suffering. Simply without help, someone's help, that thought will never come. With the free mind, with the happy mind, that thought will never come. When we are enjoying these 5 sensual pleasures, escaping from it doesn't come. But when you are celebrating your birthday and come to the monastery, when you are celebrating offering, or whenever you are celebrating something, and when you come to the monastery, with that happy mind, you listen to the Dhamma. In that happy mind also you have come to this thought. In us, this thought has come. Let me finish the suffering. Let me be liberated. Let me be free from all these things. That happy mind is most beautiful thing. When it is thinking of escaping of suffering. That thing also we can learn from this sutta. And Buddha says, we cannot repay such a person who has helped to bring us that place. So the noble friend and this all the people surrounded, what we are associating, we cannot repay them. So thinking that if we have any ill will, if we have any bad thought toward them, we should eradicate immediately. That is the one of the practice. Then in this sutta, Supreme Buddha explained the Dakkhiṇā, how many ways there is a generosity can be practiced. So Supreme Buddha says, Chuddha Sakho Panimananda Patipukkalika Dakkhiṇā. Ananda, there are 14 different ways we can offer individual generosity. 14 different ways. There is no another beyond that. So Buddha explained one by one. What is that? First, the most beautiful generosity is to offering dana to the Supreme Buddha. Tathagate arhante samma sambuddhena danam deti. Offering to the Supreme Buddha. Tatha pacheka sambuddhe danam deti. The offering dana to Pacheka Buddha, independent Buddha. So, Pacheka Buddha, alone Buddha. Tathagata Savake Arhante Dana, the noble disciple, but enlightenment, offering dana to individually. Arhata Phala Sachi Kiriyaya Patipanne, who is practicing to be enlightened, offering dana to them. Then Anagamis, non-return, offering dana to the non-returner. That is the one. Then who is practicing to be non-returner, offering dana to that. Offering to the dana to the once returner. Then offering dana who is practicing to be once returner. Then person who is Sotapanna, stream enterer, that is the ninth one, who is practicing to be Sotapanna, stream enterer, that is the 10th generosity. Up to here, it is entire this dana, 10 kind of dana, it is found in only in Buddha's dispensation. 4 generosities is out. What is way? Bahir ke kamesu vitarage danam deti. Beyond this Buddhism, beyond this practicing of Dhamma, we see the individual beings who are trying to get rid of this sensual pleasure, or what you'd call detaching themselves or practicing ascetic life. So offering dana to that is called Ekadasami, 11th. Puthujjane Silavanta Dananditi. Puthujjane, outside of this dispensation, but this person is virtuous, offering dana to that. Then Puthujjana Dussile Dananditi. Offering generosity outside a person of this dispensation, but who is not virtuous. And then last one, Tirachanagate Dananditi. Offering dana to the animals. Okay, that these are the 11 generosities. There is no other generosity you will find in this world giving individual person beyond this one. So the 10 generosity is given in the Buddhism, or followers of the Supreme Buddha, up to the Supreme Buddha himself. And then 4 generosities, it's outside of dispensation, outside of Supreme Buddha's Dhamma. Then Supreme Buddha says, one by one, he explained the beauty of in this individual generosity. What the Buddha says, Tatrananda tirachanagate danandatva sataguna dakkhiṇā paṭikaṁkhitabba. If someone, Ananda, give generosity to the animal, they should be expecting the 100-fold of that, 100-fold of that return. You know, it's 100. Sataguna, 101. Then, Puthajjane Dussile Dananda. Someone offer generosity to the person outside of Dhamma who is not virtuous, like a beggars, homeless people, you know. Immediately it comes to our mind, oh, homeless people, they do the drugs, they are not practicing Dhamma, and they are not virtuous either. So offering them. So you can say like that. Or Dussile. So even our relatives, our own relatives, our family members, we find that they are not virtuous. So they are outside of Dhamma. Okay, such a person also, when we offer generosity, so sahasa, that was sahasa guna, just 1,000-fold. Offering generosity to the unvirtuous person or such a person, 1,000-fold generosity you should be expect in return. Puthajjana Silavante. Out of dispensation, someone is virtuous. Giving generosity to them, that will be Satasahasra Guna. So 100,000 multiplied by 1,000. So the 1 lakh will be, that will happen. Then Bahirike Kamesu Vitarage Danandatva Koti Satasahasra Guna. So the Koti, so the lakh or that, it multiply by 1,000-fold something. And one by one, Supreme Buddha says, that is the highest. Once someone come to the dispensation, someone is practicing, like we go on refuge to triple gem, and we are trying to be a Sotapanna. So as soon as someone practicing to become a Sotapanna, if someone offers the generosity to such a person, Supreme Buddha says, Asankheya appameya dakkina patikankitappa. So as soon as someone is practicing to be a non-return, what it called, stream enterer, the generosity, the result will be unmeasurable. There is no number we can describe for that. That is the beauty. So once we are in monastery, once we are in the association of this noble friend, what we are getting? Unmeasurable. There is no number we can say, oh, this much is I will doing now. If you are working physically, that too also, the repaying is cannot be measured. Like we are working into the office, so minimum wage is like a $14. Minimum wage is someone is doing. When you are in offering to the monastery, you cannot say, I'm working 1 hour, so I have done the $14 of pay in the monastery. No, the return will be unmeasurable. Like you sweep in the monastery, you take a broomstick and then clean all the entire outside parking lot or inside the monastery, immediately think that I have gained immeasurable amount of number of merit in that one individual activity. Because what you have given there, your physical strength, your sweat, your effort, that thing, unmeasurable, appameya, asankheya, there is no count, that thing. Slowly it goes up to the Supreme Buddha. Then Supreme Buddha says, there is nothing. There is no number. There is nothing is there to explain. Kopanavado sakadagami pala sachikiri. Kopanavado anagami, Kopanavado arahanta pale, Kopanavado pacheka buddha, Kopanavade samnaga sambuddha. If the stream enter or practicing for the stream enter, if there is a unmeasurable number of merit, then there is no number for then how can we say how much will we offer to the Buddha will? So Buddha says that. So our effort, what we take in association of noble friend, like here, we just listening Dhamma. How much time we listen and understanding, we are giving our time, we are learning something. And throughout these teachings, we are developing the confidence, we are developing the virtue, we are developing the Dhamma mind here. So the result will be immeasurable. The generosity, the outcome of that cannot be counted. Then Buddha explained further, Sattako Panimananda Sangakata Dakkhiṇā. Ananda, there are generosities which is to the offer to the Sangha, it is 7 out of 7. So Buddha explained, Buddha Pamukhe Ubato Sanghe Dhanandeti. With the presence of Supreme Buddha, Bhikkhu and Bhikkhuni, they both offer dana. Tathagate Parinibhute Ubato Sanghe Dhanandeti. After passing away of Supreme Buddha, someone offered to the Bhikkhu and Bhikkhuni Sangha. That is second one. Bhikkhu Sanghe Dhanandeti. Only offers to the Bhikkhu Sangha. That is third kind of. Only Bhikkhuni Sanghe Dhanandeti. Only nuns, this person offered dana. So that is the fourth kind of. Ettakamecha bhikkhu, bhikkhuniyocha sangato uddhisattati dhanandeti. From the bhikkhus, this much number of like 5, 10, 15, 20, 10, something like that. And from the bhikkhunis, 5, 10, 15. So with the number, bhikkhu and bhikkhuni, this much of numbers, I am offering dana. That is also Sangha. Then, Ettakame bhikkhu sangato uddhisat. Only from the bhikkhu sangha, this much of number of minutes, like 8, 4, 5, something like that. And only from the bhikkhunis. So this is the 7 kind of generosity is exist in this world. There is no other generosity for the Sangha. This is that. That's why whenever you go to the monastery, every time what you offer, they don't say, give it to me. What they say, okay, let's share this to Sangha. Let's offer this to the Sangha. How we say? Imang bhikkhaṃ bhikkhu sanghassa. This generosity, this food, I am giving to the whole community of Sangha. Immediately number has changed. Not the individual, but not the 4 monks, not the 1 monk, not the monk I liked more, but the community of Sangha. So once that happened, we won't feel sorry. Oh, the monk I like has not taken the food from me. That thought will not come. It happens sometimes. Like so many people, when they go to the monastery, what they do, they make the food and they offer them one by spoon by spoon. And sometimes we are unable to take everything. So, oh, I have prepared this food, Bhante. I like this. Please take it. And if the Bhante deny that, we feel very sorry. Bhante did not take it. So that thing happened. Once we offer to the Sangha, it won't happen like that. So that is good thing. Then Buddha says, for the future, like now condition, now today's condition, or the tomorrow's condition, what the Buddha says, Bhavisanti ko panananda, ananda in the future, anagata madhana, in the near future, what will happen? Gotra bhuno katavakansa dussila papadamma. They will be Gotra bhuno, only from this clan. I am from the Shakyans. They will say, I am from the Shakyans. I am from this heritage. Kasavakanta. I am wearing the robe only to be seen, only throughout the words. Some monks only wear the robe to feed themselves or earn the money. So by the name only for that. By only name they are as a monk. Those things, Kasavakanta. Dussila, unvirtuous, Papadamma, practicing very wrong path, collecting lot of demerit. So, Supreme Buddha says, even looking at those monks, even only mentioning of those monks who went refuge to Buddha and just they are conducting these all things, even they are Dussila and Papadamma. Their community is there. Tena Dussilesu Sangham Uddissa Danang Dasati. The community of those people, community of those monks who is not following the path, not practicing Dhamma, they are just wearing robe to survive. Even if someone offer generosity to them, by idea of I am offering to the Sangha, Supreme Buddha says, Tadapahananda Sanghakata Dakkhiṇāṃ Asaṅkheyaṃ Appameyaṃ Pada. Even to them, the generosity will be unmeasurable. There is incalculable. That thing will be there. Why? Because you are not offering to those individual beings. We are offering this to the community of Sangha. That thing is explained. So in this sutta, we should learn. And because of that, because of these things, the Supreme Buddha is mentioned to the Pajapati Gautami, offered this to Sangha. So it will be very beautiful example for the futuristic who is coming tomorrow. So learn this sutta, read. Rest of it is very easy. So learn this sutta, read couple of times, investigate, and have a beautiful conversation with this next time or whenever you have chance. Go to the monastery. Oh, Bhante, this is the beautiful thing I learned from there. So remember this sutta. Buddha explained that how the generosity is being purified. So the only one thing I will explain here, Buddha says, when the devotee, when the offerer is virtuous, the recipient who is taking the generosity, he's also virtuous, and this person has confidence on Buddha Dhamma or Sangha, or with a pleasant mind, he is spending the money which he has earned righteously with the thought of karma, that karma and karma phala. Offering gives the result. Having such a thought, if someone practices generosity, that is the best generosity. It gives the huge number of merit. And the last one Buddha explained, someone who is totally freed from raga, dvesa, moha, vitarago sudati dana. So, offer generosity. The enlightened monk gives something to the enlightened monk. So they have already, when the enlightened person gives the enlightened person, it is dhamma, it is come by righteous way. With the result of that, tangve dana, amis dana, that generosity is the foremost of the material gift. There is no other generosity can be compared with that. The foremost, truly the best generosity, which is given in between two enlightened beings. Okay, so that was the conclusion of this sutta. So learn this sutta, read this sutta. This sutta is from the Middle Land Discourses, from the Vibhanga last sutta. Okay, so learn this sutta, investigate in this, practice by yourself, see the positivity, get rid of negativity in our life toward monastery or toward our noble friends. Any difficulty you find here or in your practice, take help. And when you get the result of that, when you get the help, in that time, think positivity. I am surviving, I'm practicing Dhamma with help of these people. Let me be part of their Dhamma life also. So with that positivity, you will learn the beautiful life. You will lead your life beautifully. And you may be able to realize the Dhamma in this very life. So this whole sutta and explanation, this discussion and all the practice of today, I share all this good merit to all of you, so you may realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Bhante, about the purification of offering, let's say one person who is not observing precepts, but that person is giving the dana so to somebody who's virtuous. So then the purification will be on the recipient side, right, Bhante?
Yes, yes.
But that means that offering, the person who offer, will they also get merit? In spite of they are not observing precepts, they still get the merit, Bhante?
Yes, they do get married.
Mm.
They do get married, but the result will not be like that, which we offer. Like a simple thing like this, understand this. There is a seed, any plant seed or farm seed. The seed, is it not good quality? It does not have this good quality. It means that less nutritious seed is there. This person plants that seed with the most fertile land. What will happen? Once this seed is sprout, automatically it will give the good result. Why? Because land is more fertile. So that land has given the more meaning to this person, this seed. If this seed is planted with somewhere, this raw, less nutritious seed is planted in the very bad soil, which there is no nutrition, there is nothing is there, there is no fertile in there. What will happen to this seed? There is a more chances that it will never sprout, it will never become a tree. But because of this good land, the result has came. So even the person is not virtuous, but when he gives to the virtuous person, because of the power what they have through the virtue, we get better result of this. Okay, and then the best quality of seed is planted in the most fertile land. What will happen? It will give result 100-fold. So that is because of both seed is also good quality and the land is also more fertile. Only that difference in the offering is there. Nothing.
Bante, but the last one is somebody who has Vitaraga, and then
Yeah,
also they give to another Vitaraga people.
yeah.
But Bante, these kind of people, aren't they Arahant, Bante?
Yeah,
They
they are around.
The Arahant,
So
but Bante, Arahant doesn't have
collective
karma
karma.
anymore, right,
Yeah.
Bante?
That is why it is said, Amis Dhananang Agga. There is no result. There is no result truly. Let's
Yeah.
see. Tangve Danang, Amis Dhananang Agganti. So that generosity is Agga. Because there is no having idea I need something from return. So it is truly freely given. There is no attachment toward it. So it's there. That's all. So
Yes,
it does
Bante.
not need, does not need to be get result. It does not need to be result. It is about generosity. This is the generosity is foremost, foremost. Like Dhammadanam Sabbadanam Jinati. Giving the generosity of Dhamma is the highest of all generosities. Buddha says, Dhamma is something we cannot say, we cannot count it as a material stuff. It is unchangeable, it directly leads our life toward enlightenment, and that's why this is more highest one. Everything will give, everything get wrought on, everything will change, but the Dhamma will never. And that's why Dhammadanam Sabbadanam Jinati. It means all the generosities. Same way the material stuff, it is not for us to utilize, but for the enlightened beings to do. So they don't need the result from there. They are like one noble monk, one enlightened monk is helping another monk. What they are doing? The Samichi Patipanno, that word is there in the Sangha. That Samichi Patipanna Kamma is happening there. And that's why that is the most beautiful, because there is no expectation of result. There is no any other idea. There is no any other thought behind generosity. It's truly completely free. And that's why it will
Also,
happen. Yes.
also, Bante, when we want to do generosity, then it's better for us to observe 8 precepts. Because 8 precepts, isn't it
Definitely.
higher than 5 precepts, Bante? Then the fruit of
Definitely.
the offering.
Definitely. If you are observing 8 precepts, so you have more strength. You are more strength when you offer generosity. True. But the thing is, usually when the monastery, when you are offering dana, why we don't encourage everyone to offer? Because the offering food went to the monks and eating ourselves. So our half mind is there. Oh, I offer the Bhante. I also observe the precept. Let me eat now. So they are unable to eat that time. Is that happens? When you are offering to others, if you are also hungry, if we have come to that stage, okay, I don't need food today, or I can manage myself, then you are doing that. Okay. But when we have that, or uh, if when you observe 8 precepts and constantly you having ill will thought in your mind, like most of the time when we offer generosity in monasteries, some of the time, oh, this person has done these things, though that person is doing these things. Oh, I told him to do these things and he's not doing like that. It happens sometimes. So what happening in that mind? The precepts we observe to fulfill the higher purpose, but it's not happening. So 5 precepts is there, so we can freely, happily, without any much stress, we can do. But when we are offering alone, like you are going alone in monastery without any function, and if you are offering food, so you have already taken little bit snacks or something that you can survive today, a totally free mind. So observe 8 precepts and go and offer dana. That is more beneficial. It's a good thing. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.